Hello everyone and welcome back to our little medieval town that hopefully is going to be a mega city at some point, still in the early ages here. In the last episode we made quite some progress with our productions and are well on the way now to the next level. We still need pottery and coal. Well, pottery is going to be a bit more complicated though to achieve, and what we can do before we go with the pottery, let's just find us the Oriental warrior in my city. So there is someone roaming around in my city that we need to capture, and we do need to get this person then back to Richard Northburg basically. We already know these quests from 1800, right? And they're just still
are signing a trade
most of the time pretty annoying, but I also like them because we just have a closer look at our city while we find or search for this person. And hooray, there he is walking between the houses there. We just need to click on this person and get him. Let's put him onto my ship. There you go. And get this one back to Richard Northburg. Do we have anything to sell really? We have lots of tools. We have linen garments there. I could sell a few and a bit of stone, right? So nothing out of the ordinary. Just a couple of surplus products that we have to get our balance up there a bit faster. Oh, Marie, you're canceling the trade treaty. Why are you doing this to me?
Yes.
Doesn't seem very fair. We are here at this level there, so we still have a good chance there of getting back with her on track, right? And by the way, the Cardinal... with the Cardinal, we are really on the edge of destruction. Let's just continue while my ship is on the way of expanding my town a bit more quickly, right? I would like to get us a couple more districts out there. So we do have this whole area that is empty for now. And yeah, placing a marketplace here just will do the trick for me for this corner. And what I would also like to do is, in order to be able to get more of these districts out, we're just going to boost our timber production there a tiny bit more. Let's have the warehouse up here, and I'm just going ahead then with having, let's say, 1, 2. We have enough tools after all, and timber is just so valuable to us right now with all the expansion going on that we will always need that, right? And it's so cheap also that even if we surplus on this one, even if we cap, we don't really feel that, right? It doesn't really hurt us that much if it's just full there for a couple of minutes or something like that. Let's go ahead. Once again, we do need to waste some money there for the roads. Not too much though. We have the main road here that I would like to use. And then we're just going ahead and placing us a few more houses there. So this is going to be a pretty dense populated area. So we just basically have these blocks here. I could also go ahead with a block like that. Wait a second. Unfortunately, really, the blueprint mode is absolutely missing for me. I would love that. Unfortunately, we have to build it like so, like in the good old days, with a bit of a block in between, right? I also cannot copy them, so we just really need to go ahead and building everything ourselves here, one by one, step by step. This one, let's get it over, and I will probably in this area... let's just build the peasants for now, and I'm going to just delete the ones that we don't need, right? If I need to have then a pub or a church or something like that. So that's lots of taxes coming in addition. What we definitely will need to do for those guys though is, I need to expand on my fish production. That's just something that we'll just need a lot of fish there. So in that case here, yeah, we need the harbor building, this one, right, and this one and this one. Lucky there is a lot of fish or a lot of wood already coming in, so not the biggest of deals. There you go, with a bit of upgrade there. With the cider we are already capped, so no problem overall. My ship, just on time really, is arriving here. Oh, we are also selling nice amounts, so we have 6.5 right now. We can also turn in that quest. 24 tons of tools. We could sell those tools, right? Yeah, that's 2,000. Let's do this actually, because tools we don't need that many right now. Putting us to almost 9k. Oh, right, Marie, you like that at least. And what we're going ahead here is we're going to purchase more of these diplomatic tools there, right? We do need them though for the clay. Now let's just check how high are we with the... Here, oh, 250 prestige. We do need 150 prestige on top of that. I think 140 would be the one, right? And this one is 100 and this one is 50. So it's 150. It should work out. It should work out. Unfortunately, there is no way for me re-rolling here. So in that case here, actually, yeah, we can re-roll. No idea. There you go. We have another one. Now we definitely have enough. So that's the one. We get this to the Grand Vizier. And with that, we will be able to unlock our clay that we urgently need for my people, right? And while that is working, I think the coal mine we don't have yet. Nope. And coal, how much coal we have in store right now? Nothing. So coal is something that we would need then as well. Timber is coming in. We can go ahead here with a bit more expansion. I would like to have a bit of expansion. Let's actually also have a double road here. Now, if you have been really complaining about my double roads, I have no idea why. Every city needs avenues. Every city needs bigger roads. Everything else would be a total catastrophe, really. It's not hyper efficient, I know that. But what city is hyper efficient? No idea. I don't know what you're talking about there. Let's go ahead. This one, we can just place it here basically and get the whole area here into our area. Perfect. And we basically then will just have another main road here. I like the main roads there to connect my city throughout. And then we basically can go ahead now here with that, finishing that block. And we are really just bound by the limits of my timber production right now. Other than that, we should be golden. This one might be a very nice area here for a chapel then. We'll just see about that. And then we have our marketplace. Let's make a... Just see if we make it like so. Should work out. Yep, we can make another... a big crossing here, right? With the main road going then to the marketplace there. And then mostly connecting or continuing on the other side with a main road there as well. Well, this one goes all around that, of course. And then a simple connection here. Should be looking fine. Right, so that we have then a couple more houses there. And here we can squeeze one in, and those guys here just get their own entrances, right? They're going to be very sophisticated buildings at some point. And those will definitely have some nice looking entrances overall. Lots of ornaments in between. Boy, that's really skyrocketing my taxes there at the moment. Should be very careful though. Yep, the cloth though is going down. So that we have over here, right? No, actually that's the linen garments. Where's my cloth? Just above it, really, the sheepies. And we do need to get us a couple more out here. So we can definitely squeeze in one here. Might actually even be able to squeeze in two. But let's just go with the one here. Oh, yes. And, of course, bound by my wood. There you go. Very good. Getting the 18 out. Let's just keep the harbor area there available as well. Or a bit more cloth coming in. My ship is almost at the Grand Vizier. That will bring us the clay and about the coal. I can also prepare my next production chain also on Sleepy Hollow, because we can get rid of this production again, of the coal production. Because once I have high enough tier, we can use the coal mines, the coal deposits. And I do have 2 on Sleepy Hollow, right? And we should have one on our other islands there. Not really that many. There's one here. Coal, as you can see, is pretty hard to get. There's 2 on Bushel Hill, and Ashgabat has none.
Production has been disrupted.
Alright. Yeah, on Bushel Hill we still have 2 more, so that's going to be fine. We'll just see about that, really. It's tricky. Let's get us a charcoal burner here and a charcoal burner here. I don't think we have too much of a coal consumption there overall, so we should be golden. And let's also... Yeah, wait a couple more. We have only 2 tons available right now before I make that one available. And also, the Cardinal and Marie are no longer at trade with each other. That's a good thing for us. Alright, let's just wait for my ship to arrive here now at the Grand Vizier. That's going to be pretty important. Please let me upgrade to the next level. It's absolutely required here. There you go, level 3. That is the Sheikh's ally. Right, and with that we have now the pottery available, and also more importantly here the clay pit that we're going to need in Ashgabat. Do we need to purchase anything? 10 tons of tools, really. That's it. Let's get this one over to Ashgabat. And here we do have now a town big enough. We have the materials, and all I need really is a warehouse. We can't build this one in the desert as long as we have the deposit available, right? So I'm just going to do this on the other side of the island here, where we don't really bother anyone. And let's get ahead, have a little road system here, and then I can basically have now my clay pit. This one is producing then the clay that we're going to need for my people here, and then mix the pottery out of that. It's a pretty extensive line, right? Because I think we don't only need the clay. Oh, actually we only need the clay. That's a good thing then, at least. So let's go ahead and have the clay starting here. I think we're starting with 2. And then we're building 2 potteries there. And look at the cost of a potter. 2,500 coin, 18 tons of tools. insane. That's a lot of tools that we need here. In that case, I can only really afford one for now, and I hope this one is producing enough then to make it possible, right? So that we don't need anything else then from this guy here. But that's just a huge cost overall. My trade routes, can we still sell something? We need the money at this point. A bit of schnapps might be good, and we should also be able to sell a few tools, right? So now we're in the tool business. That should just work out. And yep, let's also make coal available to my people. This will further get this one done. And yeah, we also got this artifact here that's been basically existing since the existence of this game. No idea why this one is still in the game. I guess it's just classic at this point. Here we make another block. We got lots of lumber. And with that also let's have these separate entrances there once more. And here perhaps a little garden then or something like that. And then I have another normal block over there. Make it 2. Yeah, because there's going to be a chapel in that available space. Right, so here probably a chapel or a pub, something like that. And over here we can then just normally continue with normal houses. This one is really messy looking. So there's a chapel here then, the chapel, the pub, and then probably the academy. That's a nice spot for it, I guess. Now that I think about it, either we have a church here, which would be amazing, right? We can actually afford this one, or we have the monastery here as well. So let's just keep this area available there now in the total area here, right? We might actually squeeze in both of them. And then beside it we have normal houses. There you go. Yeah, I might actually make both of them in here. I think we can afford that, and we can squeeze them in here just nicely. Let's get rid of the houses there. And then that's going to be a church and monastery district. And then I just basically continue here with another block again. And that's the remaining of our timber there already. Very good. So that's also going to be lots of upgrades then soon. My ship is still on the way. Are we producing? We are producing now, and I think this one is consuming 2 clay there, right? Yep. So the clay pits are producing just enough for 1 potter, and I hope that's a good sign. There's the first pottery also coming in now. We're sitting at 900 tax income. We need to hurry up there a bit because the cardinal might declare war on us any time now. It's still the cloth that's missing there a bit, so let's go ahead and have like 2 more here. That's fine. This one. Very good. So this one is now fully utilized, and then we still have a warehouse here that can definitely use 2 more of these wool weaver huts. How much does it cost one of them? 20. It's actually not that cheap. But we still need a surplus on it. So let's go ahead, have 1 here and 1 on that side, right? So we can really use the whole area there. I might actually squeeze in more, to be honest. Yep, there can definitely be 2 more here. And get rid of this one again. So there you go. There we got all of them. Let's also plant the last ones. 2 we have, and we could probably, yeah, here we can definitely squeeze in more then. But that's for later. Out of timber anyway, and definitely also out of money once more. It's expensive. Life is expensive. Holy cow, we just can't make meat ends meet in that case. I can't build a ship right now. I can't purchase a ship. I would like to sell something, but it's not going to work out for now. Do we have anything that we could sell? Stone would still be possible. We are already doing that. Let's get rid of the cloth though, because we're not producing enough there right now. Instead, we go with the linen garments, because there we have a nice surplus of it. All right. Just making some money there. Also, Rashida has arrived in Ashgabat, unloading the tools. So we could probably now go ahead with another clay pit then, and then another pottery. But for that, I do need a few more tools. Anyway, we have it. I think we have enough production there, right, to sustain that pottery. We only have 2 tons. Production is not very fast. I hope that consumption is very slow either. Let's build a new trade route, and this one goes from Ashgabat all the way down here up to Sleepy Hollow. A pretty long trade route. We can also make it a nice pin here going over there. so that we circumvent kind of like Maria's Rest, just in case if we are at war with her. We don't need to bother or don't need to worry about that one. And we're going ahead here with the pottery, and we're going to unload that in Sleepy Hollow. And Rashida is on this trade route. That's the pottery trade route that we have now. Number 2.
Don't you think that this tree... Oh, no, I'm perfectly happy.
Alright, so in that case, okay, 1,700 we can afford that, but barely. So we have secured peace for another 10 minutes or so. Sink the fleeing ship. Oh god, I don't have a ship available. It's down here. It would only be a bit of cider, so not really a valuable quest anyway. Lots of smoke I can see in my city too. Come on, I want to breach the 1,000 there. Cloth. Cloth. I need a few more. Just beside the giant. Couple more. One here. There's a couple. There we have that. And then probably here as well. This one. Then this one. I just love that sound. Very nostalgic. And this block is completed too. And with that, we hopefully should be boosting the 1,000 coin. Please give it to me. 999. Yeah, there it is. 1,000 at least. So money is flowing. At least for now. We need the money. Nothing else that we have there. I'm just waiting now for the first pottery really to arrive. And we should also make way for the monastery. So here I'm going to have the first one, right? We do need to destroy a couple of things there for it though. But that should be golden. Let's also get rid of this road. And with that we should be able to afford the bigger one. There's 2 of them, right? A smaller one and a bigger one. There it is, the bigger one. And of course we could just get the smaller one too to save some space, but I would like to have a bit of variety and we can use both. And since we already have the space, it's fine. At least the range of this building is amazing, right? So we can really take in a lot of buildings for this one. And in order also we do need then one here most likely instead of this block there. Or let's make the smaller one here actually, because then we can squeeze it in just nicely into this area. That would be even better. So here I'm going to make the second monastery that we will be able to afford. So that's 2 then. Here and here for these 2 blocks. And then the other thing that we still need is a guardhouse for security. So there is once more another one. And yeah, we can squeeze it in here if we want to for the inner center, right? Probably the best option here. And then I will need probably this area there. Make this one fully work. Probably will need it here though, instead of the fire station there, just beside the marketplace, right? So let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of these buildings and rid of the fire station. The fire station I can then easily squeeze in here if we need that, and then I can have my guardhouse here. Very good. So we have now, the only thing we don't have is the money for it, but we can get the money by upgrading the houses. Oh yeah, tools we also are pretty well on there. This, yeah, we have a couple more. Just love that we can see the smoke everywhere. Oh, and look at that. That probably was the biggest trade so far. 4,500 we also got from the Grand Vizier, getting also some honor points with that. And yeah, we are at 13,000. We have now the option. What do we want? The monastery and the guardhouse or the shipyard? Both of them are possible now, but only either one of them. Let's go ahead with the monastery and the guardhouse, because upgrading my people to the next level is a bit more important, and my trade routes are working already at the moment. That's a monastery, 4,000 we need. Look at that beautiful building here, really. I love it already. We do need to have it then. There you go. And the second monastery will then probably be sitting here or here, or actually over there as well. We'll just see about that. Beautiful, really. I love it. And then we need the guardhouse as well. That one we have on that side to also take in the whole area, or we actually squeeze it in somewhere here. I think this one is looking like a good location for it. Here, just beside the pub, right? We only need to get rid of one citizen house there, really. And I would actually like to use it here. Let's just see. Yep, look at that. Perfect, really. And with that, we also take in the last buildings over there that otherwise we would not be able to take in. Let's have the road around that, so a little curvy road through that. I love these as well, because that's just the tiny, cute, medieval roads that you have then, basically, right? And in that case, both service buildings available now. Only dirt roads for now, right? Nothing else though, but it's a start. Perfect. And also we take in most of these buildings. The only thing that's missing now is the pottery. We are sitting at 1,200 there. So I think it's time really. We just really need to pull the trigger there. There's also the location for the church that I was contemplating too. Not the snowy church though, please. This church here. Yeah, there we can have it then. Looking fantastic overall. Taking in a lot of districts at once, right? That might just be worth it. Yep. We're going to reserve that, but I'm not spending that money because that's another 4,000 coin. Nope, we really just want to go for the next level now, the patricians. I'm just waiting there for another 4 tons of pottery. That was really not much. There's really not a lot of pottery coming in, I'm sorry. So we have 8 tons right now. Let's unlock it. This will see a nice increase there once more to my taxes. And you also take some more tools with you. Let's make it 30 tons of tools to Ashgabat. Because we're going to need them if I want to expand my pottery production over there. There's also a bit of cleanup pumping into my storage, so that means 1 pottery is not enough to you know, consume both of these clay pits there. So I think we're going to need a 3rd clay pit and then a 2nd pottery, right, to make the ratio work here. And to double essentially my pottery output.
Production has been disrupted.
Now it is consuming, and as we can see, it is already going down. There is no doubt about that. So it's not going to sit full there for too long. Holy cow! 4 tons, 3 tons. That's a steep decline there overall. 2 tons. It's going to be empty before it actually fully fills up there. So we do need more of it. Another cell. Yep, very good. We are at 12k. So actually I can afford now my shipyard with that. Small shipyard, there it is. At least there is something that's successful. Where should we place this one? It's nasty. It's just really nasty here. I can't move them. Yeah, let's place it here. That seems like a good location overall. It of course also needs a direct road connection then to my main building, right? So it will get the resources then from over there. And yeah, what it also will cost me, those ships, money, lots of it. We have the resources, we don't have the money. 8,000 for a small trading ship. A small freighter that has that is one of the modded buildings, right, also cost me 8,000. And then we have the warships, 10 weapons. We don't have the weapons at all. So I'm just really waiting on the next tier there. Yeah, pottery out. So I will need to expand my pottery production there significantly, to be honest, right? So I think we need to have at least 2 more of them, but they're so expensive. Let's get another clay pit out.
Production has been disrupted.
Going to be this, and then I need 2 of the potters here. That's 2,500 each. Let's have 1 for now. And then we will need another one once we can afford that. Insane prices on the pottery. That's the biggest jump here out of all of them. Meat is also a bit down, so we'll need to work on that, but it's not dramatic overall. And we can still go ahead there. Yeah.
With trade grows trust.
Trade treaty, nah, I don't think so. We need that with Marie. I'd rather save the money for the tribute to the Cardinal for now. So far so good. Nice bumps. I hoped we would be able to upgrade for now, but unfortunately the price for pottery is just way too high. At least we can marvel at the monastery, and then we jump to the patricians. Stay tuned.